Alright, so this is Warl, and he's on the list of guys to do, so to speak. And, you know, he wasn't bad because there's a fair amount of paint breakup between the blues and the, you know, so this guy wasn't really hateful to me. I still have the Hasbro stickers. I haven't put those on, so I'm going to use those in conjunction with the Reprolabel ones, and we'll see how it turns out. So there he is, reproed up, and the Hasbro ones that I used were the smaller Autobot symbol on the chest, and then the two there on the forearms, and I think that's it. And then the Reprolabels, I used this little blue bit just to break that up, Wreck and Rule on the side there, and I used the same ones on both sides. I'm kind of a nut for symmetry. There's options if you want to do a different one on each side. This little silver bit on the cannon here, and what's nice about this is a lot of times Reprolabels will do stuff like this, but they'll have like the holes cut out, and it makes it difficult to get off the sheet. It makes it difficult to apply. This is actually a clear sticker sheet, and the silver is just on there, so the whole piece here is a sticker, but it allows the circles to kind of break it up, which is nice and thoughtful. And then I added the two Autobot wrecker symbols there as opposed to regular Autobot symbols, and then two on the back, which work out when he's transformed. And then some red to break up the propeller, and that's it. The ones I didn't use was I didn't apply the ones to the inside of the canopy. I did apply the little, like, I can't get that thing open, but it's a little like sighting thing down in there. You can see it. And these are the other ones that you could just, come on, kill me already, and I didn't apply that, or these red ones there. And, but I used most of them. And here I didn't use most of these. It's just unnecessary when I had the Reprolabels. Like the battery one I would have liked to have used, but I couldn't find like a really good place for it. I'm still looking, and I didn't use these danger ones here. I used the Reprolabel ones because I liked them better. And yeah, so that's it. At the price point, I highly recommend this set. It's a great set. Okay, these are the iGear Sharkticons. I really like these guys. A lot of people got the Unique Toys when I didn't get these. I got both because you can kind of troop build them, which is awesome. So I like these guys. I like them a lot. And the only issue that I really have with them is the amount of just blank spaces on them. So let's see if we can't fix that. This is the sticker set. I didn't use these. They go underneath the eyes. Nor did I use this. It kind of goes above the lip. And the reason why I didn't use it was because I like mine to kind of have that G1 look. And they were all gray and purple like that. It's just the way I remember them. I felt like this was a bit much. I actually feel like all of it is a bit much. But I went ahead and used it because it doesn't really affect the front of them. You get these accents on the fins. And then they each have a different kind of scale set going down the back. Blue, green, and purple. Now what worried me was that they were going to look like the Rainbow Coalition. Do you know what I mean?
Ooh, Daddy, there's a color for Sharkticons. Like a rainbow. I have rainbow stickers if you ever want to borrow them.
Go to your room. You also get them there on the shoulder pads. You don't. I'm not really bothered by it because you're usually looking straight on at these fellas, and I'm not really bothered by it, but I can imagine how you could be. And I chose the Quintesson symbol as opposed to the Decepticon symbol because that's just how I view them. I struggled with it for a minute, but then I made a choice. This set is personal preference. I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the choices that I made. But it's $17.50, which is a bit expensive. And it has these units and for the Sharkticon leader. And I didn't get him because I don't understand why they'd make him in the first place, really. So I didn't get him, so I didn't need him, so I passed on him. But the sticker set is included. You get these. I'm okay with it, but it's not something that's like makes or breaks the set. You know, the set's fine without it. It's a little added bonus with it. Next up is Hexatron, or Six Shot. Absolutely brilliant figure. One of the best figures of 2013. But there's a lot of purple and a lot of white and a lot of that turquoise, and it could use some breaking up. So we're gonna we're going to take a look and see how we're looking here when he's done. But he's an awesome guy. If you don't have him, definitely get him. One of the best figures of 2013, hands down. Alright, this is a good set. It's $16.50, which I find bizarre. It's like $1 less than the Sharkticon's ones, but I'm not exactly sure why. So I used literally everything, but they give you an extra wheel, I think. I could be wrong about that. And these 3 like Decepticon symbols, which is kind of like disheartening. You know, usually it's the Decepticon symbols you put on first, but you know, there's really no great place for them. If you guys use them, let me know where. But yeah, he's good. I'll be honest with you. I just want to talk to you critique-wise about this. Like, this material, like I don't know if it's the adhesive or what, like, or it might even be the plastic of MMC, but it was hard to maneuver once you got it on. Like, it almost stuck instantly. So I had to be a little bit more careful than usual. And like this section right here, just do this first, because this is a pain. It's a pain. So get that out of the way before you start the rest of it, because if you wait for it till the end, you might be too tired to kind of have the patience it takes to get that right. So kind of wish they did something on the holsters for the whatever they're called for the swords. What are those things called? You know what I'm talking about. And I kind of feel like I was going to straighten them out just for the sake of looking at them straight on. I kind of feel like this area here, like the pelvis and the thighs, are still a little plain. But there is a ton of line work in there, so I don't know what they would have done anyway. Also, these green stickers here I don't feel like are cut exactly. The design is a little off. Like, it doesn't fit the gap quite right. Like, I'm used to Reprolabels really filling the voids perfectly. Like, they're so well put in. But that one's like a little off. And these are over ribbed plastic, so that's less than optimal also. But I love like all this little stuff here. Usually stuff like this would be a little over the top for me. Let me see if that can calm it down a little bit, give you a better idea. But it doesn't, because it's such a plain white block that it still kind of works. Pretty good set. A little pricey, $16.50. But a good set. Could have used some stuff here. Like, there's still room for stuff. That's kind of what my one gripe about it. You know, it's an expensive set, and there's still kind of room for some love. I don't know. I'm surprised they didn't do anything in there. You know, little stuff to, you know. What they did do is cool. It's really cool. It's just, it's kind of expensive, and it's maybe not enough. You know, like, you kind of wish you could get a little bit more bang for your buck out of it, but the accents that it does add are great, and I'm happy with my purchase. Still kind of wish it did a little more. Even like little things up in the head, you know, those little grooves, like the little like light up Fall of Cybertron stuff would have been nice. But oh well, stuff on the gun too. I mean, I know most people got the upgrade gun, but I didn't. So what about me? I got a big white gun. Okay, and last for this series is Masterpiece Prowl. I love this figure. I think it's great. I think it's fine as is. I'm not a huge fan of putting stickers on Masterpiece figures, but there were a couple things in that set that kind of sold me. So I went in on it. I don't know what's wrong with me today. So yeah, let's have a go. All right, this one was a bit of a trick bag. I didn't use many. I used the Highway Patrol on the knees, and I used the police up there on the chest, and then the police down there on the feet, and then I used these little accents there on the forearms because I didn't think they were too distracting. I ordered this mainly to use one of these, like the cities that you put on here. And I didn't really look it over. I was just like, yeah, okay, yeah, Highway Patrol, get a city, oh, fine. And I got it, and there's nothing on there for Oregon. And that was kind of like, I had to look it over. Like, when I was looking at it, I was like, Osaka, that's Japan. maybe there's an Osaka Oregon. Like, I Googled it. Like, I can't believe they didn't put an Oregon on there. For real? You got Melbourne on here? For real? Like, in real life? These are your like, that one kind of blew my mind. Now, I think you should have had Tokyo, and I think you should have had Hong Kong, and of course New York, and, you know, probably Los Angeles, which, you know, but like, because just those are big cities with lots of people and, you know, a lot of pride in those cities, but no Oregon? I'm not going to put any of these on there. If they had a Baltimore one, I'd put Baltimore on there, but come on. That was a killer. There's stuff that goes on his hips, like these two here go on his pelvis there, and then this one goes on the side. I couldn't bring myself to do it. Like, it just, in my head, it started looking too toyish. Same with the shoulders. Like, I just feel like, you know, these here go on the shoulder, and it's here's the thing. This is a $7 kit. I definitely didn't get my $7 out of it. Or $7.50, something like that. But if you are a toy person, see, I think the Transformer fans are split really. I mean, they're split all over the place, let's be honest. But they're really, when it comes to G1, they're split into two brackets. People that were fans of the show and then became fans of the toys because they love the show, and people that are fans of the toys and then became fans of the show because they love the toys. If you are the latter, if you are the fan of the toy who then became a fan of the show as a result, you'll love this set because you can make them just like the G1 toy, or how you remember it anyway. But for me, no, I couldn't do it. I picked a few. I'm happy with my choices, you know, but I lost one on this one. Everybody loses, everyone. It's not always a win. Sometimes you lose. You know, sometimes you get Kronos, and then sometimes you get Masterpiece Wheeljack. So it's hit or miss, right? So, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.